going to solve exercise 1.2, question number 7 and question number 8. Now in question number 7, we will solve the first example. Given function, we have to differentiate with respect to x. So let y be the given function. Let y is equal to cot inverse of cot of e raised to x square. We have to differentiate this y with respect to x. Now, instead of differentiating directly, we will solve for the function y. So cot inverse and cot here cancels. Since we know that cot inverse of cot x is equal to x, we can cancel cot inverse and cot, and then we get the function. So cot inverse and cot cancels, y is equal to e raised to x square. Now this is our simplified form. We can differentiate this y with respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to derivative of e raised to x square. You know the formula for e raised to x. Derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x itself. So derivative of e raised to x square is e raised to x square. Instead of x, there is x square. So derivative of x square is 2x. So we get dy by dx is equal to 2x e raised to x square. This is what required dy by dx. Now, second example we are going to solve is y is equal to cosec inverse of, second example, y is equal to cosec inverse of 1 upon cos 5 raised to x. 1 upon cos 5 raised to x. Now, for y, cosec inverse of 1 upon cos 5 raised to x is given. To have a simplified form, we have to convert this bracket into cosec of the function, so that we can cancel cosec inverse and cosec, and we get the simplified form. So we will take 1 upon cos. 1 upon cos is reciprocal of cos is reciprocal of sec. So 1 upon cos can be written as sec 5 raised to x. So sec 5 raised to x. Now this sec can be converted into cosec. We know the formula for sec theta as cosec pi by 2 minus theta. So using this formula over here, we get y is equal to cosec inverse of cosec pi by 2 minus theta is 5 raised to x. Now we can cancel cosec inverse and cosec, and we get the simplified form of y, that is y is equal to pi by 2 minus 5 raised to x. Now we can differentiate this y with respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to derivative of pi by 2. Pi by 2 is a constant, it has no variable x. So differentiating pi by 2 with respect to x, we get derivative 0. And derivative of 5 raised to x, applying a raised to x form, we get derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x log a raised to x into log x. So using this formula, we get minus sign as it is 5 raised to x into log 5, which is our required answer for second question. Now we are going to solve third question. Third question is y is equal to, third question, y is equal to cos inverse of under root of 1 minus cos x square upon 2. Okay, to simplify, we have to solve this bracket, and in this bracket we have the form 1 minus cos theta, and we know the formula 1 minus cos theta is equal to 2 sin square theta by 2. So using this formula over here, we get under root of 2 sin square x square by 2. Here theta is x square. So taking theta by 2, we will get x square by 2. And the denominator is 2 here. So we can cancel 2. This is cos inverse of under root of sin x square by 2 bracket square. Sin square x square by 2, we can write it as sin x square by 2 bracket square. Now this square and square root both cancels and we get y is equal to cos inverse of sin of x square by 2. Now we have cos inverse of sin form. We can convert this sin into cos, as we know the formula for sin theta is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus theta. So converting sin into cos, so that we can cancel cos inverse and cos of pi by 2 minus x square by 2. Now we can cancel this cos inverse and cos, we get y is equal to pi by 2 minus x square by 2. Now we can differentiate this by respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to pi by 2, its derivative is 0, and x square derivative is 2x upon 2. We can cancel this 2 and we get the answer minus 6. Now we are going to solve fourth example. Here y is equal to tan inverse of, fourth example, we are going to solve tan inverse of 1 minus tan of x by 2 upon 1 plus tan of x by 2. Now in this example, we have tan inverse of the function 1 minus tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan x by 2. Now, we have the formula for tan of a plus b or maybe a minus b. When there is tan of a plus b, then we can take the formula tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a into tan b. And if there is tan of a minus b, then we can take tan a minus tan b upon 1 plus tan a into tan b. So we have to use this formula over here because we have to take tan inverse of tan form. Now 1 can be converted into tan form. Since we know that tan of pi by 4 is equal to 1. Since tan pi by 4 equals to 1, we can write this form as tan inverse of tan pi by 4 minus tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan pi by 4 into tan x by 2. Now we can use the formula of tan of a minus b, because this is tan a minus tan b upon 1 plus tan a into tan b. So tan inverse of tan of a minus b, that is pi by 4 minus x by 2. Now we can cancel tan inverse and tan and we get y is equal to pi by 4 minus x by 2. Now this is simplified form of y. We can differentiate y with respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to derivative of pi by 4 is a constant, derivative is 0, and derivative of minus x by 2 minus 1 by 2 is a constant, multiple constant as it is, and derivative of the variable x is 1. So our answer is minus 1 by required answer for question number 4. Now we are going to solve question number 5. Question number 5 is y is equal to, y is equal to cosec inverse of 1 upon 4 cos cube 2x cosec inverse of 1 upon 4 cos cube 2x minus 3 cos 2x. Now this is of the form 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta, which is formula for cos 3 theta. You have to know this formula, then only we can solve the example. Okay? Now this y, now this has theta 2x, okay? 3 cos theta, 3 cos 2x. So we have to write cos 3 theta, 3 times 2x. So we get y is equal to cosec inverse of 1 upon cos 3 times theta, 3 times 2x. To solve this example, we have to know the formula for cos 3 theta, 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So y is equal to cosec inverse of 1 upon cos is reciprocal of sec, and we can write it as cos 6x. So this is cosec inverse of 1 upon cos is sec 6x. Now convert this sec into cosec, which is equal to cosec inverse of cosec of pi by 2 minus 6x. We can cancel cosec inverse and cos, and we get y is equal to pi by 2 minus 6x. So our derivative will be dy by dx is equal to, right here, differentiating with respect to x. dy by dx will be derivative of pi by 2 is 0, derivative of minus 6x is minus 6. This is our required derivative. Now we are going to solve sixth example. Now sixth example is y is equal to tan inverse of 1 plus cos x by 3 upon sin x by 3. Now, to solve this example, we have to remind the formulas. 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2, as well as 2 sin theta cos theta or sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta into cos theta. We have to use these two formulas over here. So y is equal to tan inverse of 1 plus cos theta, theta is x by 3, we have to take 2 cos square theta by 2. So 2 cos square theta by 2 x by 3 upon 2 upon sin 2 theta. If there is double angle, we have to take here half angle of this angle. Here there is angle x by 3, so we have to take half of x by 3, that is x by 3 upon 2. So we will get 2 sin x by 3 by 2 into cos x by 3 by 2, which will give tan inverse of 2. You can cancel. This is cos square x by 6 upon sin x by 6 into cos x by 6. Now 1 times cos will cancel, and we get tan inverse of cos upon sin will give cot of x by 6. Now we have to take tan inverse of tan form. So convert cot in terms of tan. So we get tan inverse of tan of pi by 2 minus x by 6. So that we can cancel tan inverse and tan, and we get y is equal to pi by 2 minus x by 6. Now we can differentiate y with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to derivative of pi by 2 0, derivative of minus x by 6 will be minus 1 by 6. Derivative of x is 1. So we get the answer dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon 6. This is our 6th example. Now we are going to solve the 7th example. This is y is equal to tan inverse of cosec x plus cot x. Now in the bracket there is cosec x plus cot x. We have to convert cosec and cot in terms of sin and cos, and then we will get the simplified form. Cosec is 1 upon sin x and cot is cos x upon sin x. The denominator is same, so we will get y is equal to 1 plus cos x upon sin x, which is the simplified form. We can use here 1 plus cos theta. We have used earlier the earlier example. 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2, and sin 2 theta form here 2 sin theta by sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Using sin 2 theta only you can solve the example, which is simplified form. Okay, so solve question number 7. You can solve as previous. Both are same. Now we are going to solve 8th example. 8th example is y is equal to cot inverse of under root 1 plus sin 4x by 3 plus under root 1 minus sin 4x by 3 upon under root of 1 plus sin 4x by 3 minus under root of 1 minus sin 4x by 3. Now, for this bracket, we have to know the simplified form of 1 plus sin theta or sin 2 theta. Since 1 plus sin 2 theta is 1 plus sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta, then we can write 1 in terms of sin and cos, so that from the bracket 1 can be written as cos square theta plus sin square theta plus 2 sin theta cos theta as it is, and we can write this is a square plus b square plus 2ab, which is a plus b bracket square, so that this will give cos theta plus sin theta bracket square. So we can write this 1 plus sin 4x by 3 by cos theta. If there is 2 theta here, then we have to write the half angle. So if there is 4x by 3, then 4x by 3 upon 3, that will give 2x by 3. So half angle of 4x by 3, 2x by 3 plus sin 2x by 3 bracket square. Similarly, 1 minus sin 4x by 3, we can write this as cos 2x by 3 minus sin 2x by 3 brackets. We have to know this simplified form to solve the example. So y is equal to cot inverse of under root 1 plus sin 4x by 3, that is cos 2x by 3 plus sin 2x by 3 bracket square plus under root cos 2x by 3 minus sin 2x by 3 bracket square. Denominator under root cos 2x by 3 plus sin 2x by 3 bracket square minus under root of cos 2x by 3 minus sin 2x by 3 bracket square. Where the square and square root cancels and we get y is equal to cot inverse of cos 2x by 3 plus sin 2x by 3 plus again square root cancels cos 2x by 3 minus sin 2x by 3 whole divided by again square and square root cancels cos 2x by 3 plus sin 2x by 3. Then there is minus sign, so we have to distribute the minus sign and we'll write cos 2x by 3 minus of minus plus sin 2x by 3. Now the numerator sin 2x by 3 cancels and the denominator cos 2x by 3 cancels and we get cos 2x by 3 plus cos 2x by 3. So we will get 2 times cos 2x by 3. Similarly the denominator 2 times sin 2x by 3. So y is equal to cot inverse of 2 cos 2x by 3 upon 2 sin 2x by 3. So 2 cancels and we get y is equal to cot inverse of cot of 2x by 3. So cot inverse and cot cancels and we get y is equal to 2x by 3. So differentiating with respect to x we get dy by dx is equal to 2 by 3 as it is, the derivative of x is 1. So dy by dx is equal to 2 by 3. Which is our required answer. We have to simplify first of all this bracket and then take the differentiation. Now we are going to solve 8th question. 8th question. First example is question number 8. First example is let y is equal to sin inverse of 4 sin x minus 5 cos x upon under root of 41. Now for this given y, we have to simplify this bracket where there is sin inverse and in the bracket we have to find the sin form. And we know the form of sin of a plus b is equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. If there is minus sign, sin of a minus b is equal to sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. To solve this example, we have to do the formula of sin of a minus b. Here there is minus sign, so we have to split this root 41 and then separate. We will get tan inverse of, we will get y is equal to sin inverse of 4 upon under root 41 sin x minus 5 upon under root 41 cos x. Now here there is sin x. Sin A is there. We have to suppose 4 by root 41 as cos x or cos of another variable. Let 4 by root 41 is equal to cos alpha. Let 4 by root 41 is equal to cos alpha and there is cos x. We have to suppose 5 by root 41 by sin alpha and 5 by root 41 is equal to sin alpha. Now we can consider these two if and only if cos square alpha plus sin square alpha is equal to cos square alpha 4 by root 41 square, that is 4 square is 16 upon 41 plus sin square is 25 upon 41. 16 plus 25, 41 by 41 is equal to 1. Now, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This formula satisfies for these assumptions, so we can consider 4 by root 41 and 5 by root 41 as cos alpha sin alpha. So, we get y is equal to sin inverse of 4 by root 41 is cos alpha sin x minus 5 by root 41 is sin alpha cos x. So we will get sin inverse of sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Sin of a minus b, x minus alpha. Now sin inverse and sin will cancel and we get y is equal to x minus alpha. Now alpha, for alpha we can divide these two. Sin alpha upon cos alpha is tan alpha. So tan alpha, since tan alpha is equal to sin alpha by cos alpha, sin alpha is 5 by root 41 and cos alpha is 4 by root 41. 4 by root 41. So we can cancel root 41 and we get tan alpha by 5 by 4. Or alpha is equal to tan inverse 5 by 4, which is a constant. So for alpha, we can take tan inverse 5 by 4 and then differentiate y so that its derivative is 0 because it is a constant. X minus tan inverse 5 by 4. So y is equal to differentiating with respect to x, dy by dx is equal to dy by dx is equal to derivative of x is 1, derivative of tan inverse 5 by 4. It is a constant, it has no variable, so its derivative must be 0. So derivative of y will be 1. Now we are going to solve the second example. Second and third both are same. Here we have to split again root 13. So that 3 by root 13 cos e raised to x plus 2 by root 13 sin e raised to x. And then use cos inverse of cos for cos of a minus b, cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Same formula we are now done here. Cos inverse of cos we have to find, and we get here instead of x there is e raised to x. E raised to x minus the constant alpha. Okay, so we will get y by e raised to x and derivative of e raised to x will be e raised to x. So dy by dx in second example will be e raised to x. Now we are going to solve the last example. Y is equal to cosec inverse of, in 8th example, last one is y is equal to cosec inverse of 10 upon 6 sin 2 raised to x minus 8 cos 2 raised to x. Now, first of all, we will convert this cosec in terms of sin. Since we know the formula, we have cosec of 1 upon x, or cosec inverse of 1 upon x is sin inverse x. We can take the reciprocal of cosec and take the reciprocal of the angle. If there is 1 by x, we can take x here. So using the inverse form of cosec, it is sin inverse. So y is equal to sin inverse of 6 sin 2 raised to x minus 8 cos 2 raised to x upon 10. Again, we have solved the previous example. We have split this denominator and then simplify. Now we are going to simplify this. Sin inverse of 6 by 10 sin of 2 raised to x minus 8 by 10 cos of 2 raised to x. Again, let sin inverse of sin form sin sin A cos B minus cos A sin B is sin of A minus B. You know the formula. So using this formula over here, you have to use 6 by 10 as cos alpha. Let cos alpha is equal to 6 by 10 and sin alpha is equal to 8 by 10 as sin square alpha plus cos square alpha is equal to 8 by 10 square. 8 square is 64 by 100 plus 6 square is 36 by 100. 64 plus 36 is 100 by 100. That will give 1. So our consideration is true. Cos alpha, sin alpha, since their squares, addition of squares is 1. So we can use 6 by 10 by cos alpha and 8 by 10 as sin alpha. We can replace this. So y is equal to, and we can also take y is equal to sin inverse of this 6 by 10 as sin 2 raised to x as it is. 6 by 10 is cos alpha minus cos 2 raised to x as it is. 8 by 10 is sin alpha. This is sin alpha. So using sin of A minus B, we get sin inverse of 2 raised to x minus alpha. Where alpha is sin inverse of sin of 2 raised to x minus alpha. Sin inverse and sin both cancels. And we get y is equal to sin inverse sin cancels 2 raised to x minus alpha. That alpha is, we can take this alpha in terms of cos inverse, sin inverse, or in terms of tan. Since tan alpha is equal to sin upon cos, that is 8 by 10 upon 6 by 10, that will give 8 by 6, 4 by 3. So alpha is equal to tan inverse 4 by 3, which is a constant. So y is equal to 2 raised to x minus tan inverse 4 by 3. So after differentiation, we get dy by dx is equal to derivative of 2 raised to x, a raised to x form, a raised to x into log a. So derivative of 2 raised to x, 2 raised to x into log 2. And derivative of tan inverse 4 by 3, it is a constant, so derivative is 0, which is on finally dy by dx. Now, in next video, we will solve next questions, question number 9 and question number